Hey guys, in this video I'm talking about the top 11 products you can find at O'Reilly Auto Parts for professional detailers, and this is a unique situation where pro detailers can find some products that maybe you've never heard of that are actually incredible for your detailing business. Now guys, before we get into this first product, I want to remind you that on September 15th I'm hosting a live free training where I'm teaching you guys how to scale your detailing businesses from part-time to full-time to at least $5,000 a month in recurring revenue. That means customers who pay you every single month again and again and again. We're going to teach you how to do this without finding new customers, without having to go to customers, without negotiating on prices, without working on nasty cars 8 hours a day. No one talks about the business side of detailing. So if you have not yet registered, the spots are filling up and they will be full probably before we get to the live training on September 15th. Go below, it's totally free. You do not want to miss it if you want to be a full-time detailer that has a detailing business that gives you the life you want, the money you want, the autonomy you want, and ultimately the revenue in your business, so you don't have to wonder what you're going to make next month and you can start to scale in a very real way. Go below, register your spot with your email, and I'll see you guys on September 15th. Now the first product I want to talk about here was on the shelf. It is from Superior Products. It's called Coverall Dark Fury Bug and Wheel Cleaner. You guys might remember I talked about a product from Superior Products not too long ago called the Formula 4 Spray Wax. It's a great way to avoid water spots on your vehicle when you're detailing outside or in the direct sun in the heat, but this is particularly their wheel cleaner. Now, retail, they put it as a bug cleaner as well, and it works very well for that. I'm going to be doing a full review on this product coming up soon because this is one of those products that you might not have heard of, or maybe you have, but it's not talked about a ton in the detailing world because it's not the best marketing social media company in the world, right? But it works really well for mobile detailers who need stuff to work every single time and they don't want to waste money on stuff that does not work. And I'm just glad it's available retail because oftentimes, you know, if you want a product in the pro detailing world, you got to order it online. So when you're running low, you can grab something like this. Now, the second product I want to highlight is the Trim Shine from Stoner. Now you might be thinking, Luke, there's 1,000 products that are Trim Shines. Why this one? Because when you have an aerosol can product like this that is not their tire shine like the More Shine tire shine on my shelf, you can use this as a spray and walk away product on the interior of a car. I can spray this on and leave it. It self-levels and it brings out this really uniform appearance to a vehicle that really changes the game for interior details. It's a fantastic product. Again, available retail. Now this next one you guys are gonna kill me for, but it's the Armor All Glass Cleaner. I've talked about this one other time on my channel, and really I call the Armor All Glass Cleaner like the only product from Armor All that I use or that I suggest pro detailers using. For better or worse, the glass cleaner actually does work really well, and at times it does not even need to be preceded by what I teach as a 50-50 distilled water and alcohol solution. That actually works as a really good cleaner. It's why I'm highlighting it. Most window cleaners or glass cleaners tend to be more as glass shines or glass finishers, and you really do have to clean the glass before you apply them. This is not one of those products, which is why I like it a lot. It can take a two-step process and turn it into one. Now, many of you guys ask me, do I use a synthetic clay bar? Do I use a real clay bar? This is where this next product comes in. It's from Mother's, and really it's their synthetic clay mitt. It's kind of a kit. It comes with a clay lube, all that sort of stuff, but synthetic clay can be very helpful in specific situations, and I don't use one or the other. I use both, mostly a clay bar, but when I'm inside, I'm not in the heat, and I know I've got plenty of lubricant on the paint. It's not gonna evaporate because I'm working on hot paint. A synthetic clay bar can make you a little bit more efficient in terms of the time it takes because you don't have to keep folding it over and over again, kind of embedding those contaminants and stretching it, and that thing can make you a little bit faster. Now, this next product is called Glass Stripper from Stoner, and yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a glass stripper. Basically, it's a retail grade polish that you can put on any exterior glass, and it comes with a little foam applicator here. You literally just rub it in kind of with some elbow grease, and it does get rid of surface water spots. Particularly helpful on the windshield because you guys know if you've done any exterior detailing, you can detail perfectly, get to the end, and the windshield looks like it's got all these freckles on it because of damage issues, not detailing issues. And this can be a really helpful solution because you don't have to take your DA polisher, get your glass polish, your felt or microfiber glass polishing pad, and start going at it. It's just a manual way to do it that can be pretty easy to pull out. Now, in the spirit of window cleaning, yes, there is an anti-fog product available at O'Reilly where you can spray it on the interior rather than just the exterior. You and I as detailers are used to seeing products like this that are rain repellents. You can do the same thing with a synthetic spray wax or a ceramic coating on the exterior of any windshield. It's going to, of course, make that water bead off when you're driving fast on the interstate or the freeway if you're in California. And rather than something that protects the exterior, you can have something that protects the interior. Again, that anti-fog formulation is very helpful, particularly in the changing of seasons. You guys know when it gets either cold or starts warming up, you can get more condensation on the interior of a windshield or windows in general. So having something like that, it's not just an easy way to protect the interior of your windows rather than just the exterior, but it's also a way to prolong the time before you have to do it again. Now, this next one is one of the most basic tools, but also one of my favorites, of course, the drill brush. The only reason I'm highlighting it right now is because it is available retail, and you can get kind of that medium stiffness one in all the sizes that you need. Not a lot to say about this other than it is available should you need it. Now, next we have a stain remover remover or just a general carpet shampoo from, again, that company's Superior Products, like you guys may have heard me talk about, again, with that Formula 4 spray wax, they do come out with some really good kind of more industrial pro detail grade products. This is definitely one of them. Of course, there will be a review coming soon, but if you are trying to expand your carpet shampoos, this is definitely one to add into your arsenal. I generally like to keep it to some simple ones, so I've got my NCAP DS2 down here. I also like the 3-tiered system from P&S. I'll hook all that stuff up in the YouTube description box below so you can check them out. But if you're just looking, again, to expand your horizon of carpet shampoos, this is one that's available retail that is going to give you great results. Now, kind of peripherally, there are some application pads available retail at O'Reilly. Now, I keep a ton of application pads on my shelves at all times, and generally speaking, I buy these in such bulk online that I have so much of them, I don't really know when I run out because I use them so much for ceramic coatings or trim restoration or things like that. So I'll have 100 in my arsenal one day, and then I'll reach for one and realize there's none left. So again, it's not that there's anything special about these products, but the fact that they're available retail should you need it immediately is something that I like. Now, I'm throwing in the Armor All Foam Cannon here as well because it is a product that, should you be a hobbyist and you're not really familiar with the detailing process, it's something you would see in store, probably get because you think it's cool, and actually use because it works. Of course, we know that in the detailing world, but for the hobbyist, it's an area where they can pay for something that they're not going to not get their money's worth out of it. And finally, guys, we have the 3M Headlight Restoration Kit. Now, the reason I'm highlighting this one and what I'm holding in my hands is the Cerakote kit is because headlight restoration kits that come with sandpaper and an actual clear coat to lay back over the headlight when you're done sanding it are kits that I suggest for pro detailers and guys who are hobbyists alike, just because it addresses the main issue, which again is removing that yellow fogged clear coat layer on the head of a headlight, and then of course adding some protection afterwards. It addresses the real issue. It's not just some liquid compound product that does a halfway job, and that 3M kit actually allows you to attach that sanding disc to a drill and then get at it that way. It's going to be way easier, and you're probably going to get better results because you get a better swirl pattern. You don't have to take so much time and energy, and of course it's a kit that definitely works. So guys, hopefully that's helpful. If you're a pro or a hobbyist alike, you know what to get and what to avoid. Like I said at the beginning, guys, make sure if you are interested in going full-time in your detailing business, you want to build it for real this time. You don't want to build a business that turns into a job where you're working 10 hours a day and not making enough money, but you want to do something that's hyper profitable. You want to do it with low startup costs, and you want to do it the right way the first time without having to learn from trial and error. Come to that live free training on September 15th. The link to register is in the YouTube description box below. Put in your email before the spots fill up. Like I said, I only do this every now and then. It's been over 18 months since I last did it. All of the products that I talked about here are of course at O'Reilly, but I will also list them out below where they're available online if you just are into buying things online. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I will see you guys in the next video.